All right, so today we are going to be playing with bananas. So if you're from New Orleans, we do have a lot of bananas over here. They grow everywhere. This actually came from my neighbor. I get a lot of free food over here, I guess. But what we're going to be making is a Filipino dessert called turon. And it has three basic ingredients. So you have your banana, and then you have your brown sugar, and then spring roll wrappers. But what we're going to do today is that we're going to go ahead and play with it, add some components, some sauces. We'll do a little bit of twist with the banana itself. Just all this magical flavor that we're going to do. So for the bananas, basically you'll just peel it, like slice it on both ends, and then run the tip of your knife on the skin, and you can peel it like so. Ta-da! And then we'll just slice it in half, lengthwise, and this is what we're going to be using. So I already pre-mixed our brown sugar filling. So this is half a cup of brown sugar, but an added flavor is that I did add a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I also added a pinch of salt just to add some more flavor. Another ingredient that we're going to be using is jackfruit. So you can get this at your local Asian grocery store. If not, it's not a deal breaker really. You can use other fruits as a substitute. You can use mangoes, peaches, or apples. But before you use those, you want to caramelize it first. It's really easy. Just slice it up and then throw it in a pan with some sugar and then just soften it up. Eventually it'll release its own syrup, and then cool it down. You can use that together with your bananas. So we have our egg roll wrapper here. What we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and coat our banana with the sugar mixture. Be generous if you want, doesn't really matter. And then we'll go ahead and put it in one corner over here. And then we'll go ahead and add our jackfruit. And the way we're going to go ahead and roll this is just start at the one corner, roll it once, and then fold it in two sides of the corner, and then roll it again. And then I have a little bit of water over here. Just put a little bit of water just to seal it. And there you have it. All right, so another component for our dessert is we're going to go ahead and make the crème anglaise. Crème anglaise is basically a custard sauce. Usually it's flavored with vanilla and it's cream, eggs, and sugar. But we'll go ahead and put a little bit of twist to it. Again, we're playing with our fruit, so why not, right? So I already have the lemon zest over here. It does not have to be finely chopped. You can use like just rough chop, because we're going to go in and scrape it later anyway. And then another one that we're going to be adding is mince. So we'll go ahead and chop our mince and add our sugar and our half and half. So maybe a cup is more than enough because we're only making one plate anyway. And then in that, we're also going to go ahead and add half a lemon. And lastly, and this is actually, I find this very interesting as far as like flavor, I love it, is cardamom. This is ground cardamom, and we'll just go ahead and add maybe half a teaspoon, and we'll go ahead and mix that, and then we'll go ahead and put it in our pan. All right, so we do have our cream mixture overheat. We're just gonna go ahead and heat this up a little bit. And then later on, we're gonna go ahead and temper our egg yolks with the cream. But do not leave your cream though, you just have to mix this continuously, otherwise it's gonna go ahead and burn at the bottom. So just be patient with this. It's going to be worth it, I promise. So I already strained the cream. So here it is. It's completely hot. So right now what we're going to do is going to go ahead and temper the eggs. That way we're not going to go and end up with scrambled eggs. So this is basically just egg yolks. We'll go ahead and mix it. Now the key thing is that when you add your cream or tempering the egg yolks, you want to add your cream little at a time, because if you shock the egg with the hot cream, you will end up with scrambled eggs. Alright, I think this is more than enough. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and pour the rest of our cream. And we'll just go ahead and whisk this. And then we're going to go ahead and turn it in the pan and heat it up again until it thickens. And there goes your creme glace. So our creme glace is back in the heat. Again, do not leave your cream, please. Be patient about this because you don't want any lumps or burnt cream, and they burn easily. So you just have to mix this. Eventually it's going to go in and thicken up. Plus, if you leave this and you let it boil like rapidly, pretty much you're just going to go in and cook your eggs. So you want this to cook slowly, at the same time stirring it like continuously. That way you don't get lumps and you don't get burnt cream. All right, so our creme glace is ready. I already turned off the heat. So the way you can tell if your creme glace is ready, so you slide your spoon and then just draw a line at the back of your spoon. If it holds its line, then your creme glace is pretty much ready. And we're gonna go ahead and transfer this in a bowl and then chill it for a little bit. All right, so at this point, you can actually stop and just enjoy your food. But again, we're playing with food. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and make a sugar nest. This is just brown or white sugar. We're gonna go ahead and melt it completely until it's brown, and then we'll cool it off a little bit until a bit tacky, and then we'll go ahead and spin our sugar nest. So if you wanna do this is a really fun way of garnishing your food. If not, hey, it's not the end of the world. So our sugar is completely melted. Just don't want anything. You can still see the grains, but yeah, we'll go ahead and melt this a little bit further. But once it's melted, you can actually turn the heat off. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cool this off for a little bit until a little bit tacky. And then we'll go ahead and spin the sugar. All right, so my sugar is kind of tacky now. And then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go in and spin the sugar in this cup. So I just put some foil just so I don't destroy my chopping board, and then I have this cup that's gonna go in and help us spin the sugar. Let me go ahead and grab it. All right, so this is what I'm talking about tacky. So you have it like dripping, but it still like sticks to your spoon, and it cools off really quick. So what you wanna do is if it gets like too sticky, then just put it back in the stove, and then you can go ahead and melt it again. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go ahead and spin our sugar back and forth, like thin layers. We'll do this over and over again. I know it's gonna be a lot of work, but it's always fun, right? All right, so after going back and forth with melting the sugar, we finally have our little nest. We'll just let it cool down right now. We'll go ahead and set it somewhere in room temperature. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and fry our bananas. All right, so we do have our bananas frying right now. It's almost done, but we're gonna go ahead and cool it off a little bit because we're gonna add ice cream. And we'll go ahead and plate it. All right, so for the fun part, we're gonna go ahead and start plating. I have this banana bread crumble. No, I did not make this. I just got it from the store. And then I got some ice cream, which by the way, I did not make as well. I bought this at the store, but it's a caramel ice cream, so that's fun. And then I already sliced the bananas. We'll go ahead and just nestle that over here. And then what we're gonna do is that with our creme glace, we'll go ahead and spoon that just right around. Go ahead and nestle that over here. And then lastly is that we do have our lime rinds. And then we'll just add some little touch of mint leaves. All right, so there you have it. It's your banana turon. We upgraded it, and it's, I don't know, I had fun. But yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and try this at home, again, for the kids, if ever. I know cooking is always fun. I started when I was young, but if you guys are going to go ahead, or the kids are going to go ahead and do this, please ask for adult supervision. Just don't want any accidents and burning. But yeah, hope you had fun.